Hello everyone, welcome to another royal reading here at Mad World Tarot, and it truly is a mad world, which is why we have the Deviant Moon Tarot on the tarot table for this first reading. Mad because Meghan Markle is now using clothing brands very much associated with Princess Charlotte, Prince George, basically the Wales kids. She's using those brands on her latest Shop My edit. So she's not only copying the way Catherine dressed her children, she's done that a bit with Lilibet. We have seen that, direct copies of Charlotte's outfits, but now she's actually merching using basically the Wales kids. No, not showing their faces, but by association, brands, British brands that are very popular. The Princess of Wales has used a lot, brands that are very loyal to the Princess of Wales, iconic kind of moments, little print dress that we've seen Princess Charlotte in, those checked pajamas that we saw Prince George in when he was still very young and he met President Obama. All of those things now suddenly appearing in Meghan's Easter edit on her Shop My account, where she basically monetizes these links. It's affiliate marketing. She gets a cut. You click on those links and you go and buy something. Well, Meghan Markle's going to make money out of it. It's been called out in the press because it's noticeably psycho. Basically, stalker vibe, massive stalker vibe. Meghan, who said years ago that she would never dress her kids like the royals had to dress up, now is merching, now is monetizing and exploiting the Wales children. If I were the Prince and Princess of Wales, I would be, well, incandescent with rage at this point. Has Meghan pushed the boat out too far, is what I want to know with this reading. So we're going to ask basically how obsessed is she, because it's giving very strong stalker vibes. I mean, it's off the chart crazy in my opinion. How desperate is she? People who have been brave enough to click on links on that Shop My account have said that things are still available for sale. Doesn't look like Meghan's own makeup, her own clothes, her own whatever. It doesn't look like that stuff's doing very well. So is she desperate? Is she broke? Is she a crazy person, or is she a desperate and broke person? I want to know how the Wales are feeling, William and Catherine, how angry William is, how creeped out the Princess of Wales is. I want to know how the brands feel, who are very loyal to the Princess of Wales, how they feel about being associated with Meghan Markle, who is incredibly toxic at this point. How it's going to do, just generally this edit, how this edit is going to do. Then I want to know in closing how successful Meghan's Shop My is going to be. And I have asked before, it didn't look like it was going to do very well. And is Prince William going to shut this down? I mean, it's time. It's really time to shut this whole thing down. Meghan Markle trading on her royal associations and now the Wales children to make money. It's so tacky. It's so not what was agreed at Sandringham. It's so despicable. Well, that's my opinion anyway. And of course, this is all just my opinion. It's tarot, fun and entertainment. My opinion, speculation, just read energy here. Disclaimer. Oh, I'm trying to reach over here. I nearly knocked everything apart. Disclaimer in the box below. You know the drill. Same old story. And let's see what's going on. What these Deviant Moon cards have to tell us about what Meghan is up to and how it's going down with the Waleses and with the brands that she is linking to. Oh, we've got the devil. Oh, I do love it when the devil shows up in these readings. Sad person that I am. It's in reverse. That is obsession. Right there. Absolutely. Obsession, toxicity, sort of deviant behavior. That's all in the devil card. It's in reverse though. Does that tell me that it's off the charts, obsessive and cray-cray? That it's time to cut that loose and to stop that connection and to take away the titles and the ability to merge all this stuff, shut her down? Let's hope. It's a very big card to be underpinning this reading, just have to say. So, situation we are dealing with today. We're dealing with, guess who? The Queen of Wands. That's Meghan Markle. That's her in all her glory. Look at me, aren't I marvelous? I'm so adorable. I'm so sexy. I'm so powerful. I'm so driven and charismatic and the best royal that ever royaled. There she is, Queen of Wands, showing off, delighted with what she's doing. No shame there in that Queen of Wands. So let's look at her and ask about the cray-cray aspect of this, the stalker vibes, the obsessiveness with pursuing these poor little children, and of course the Princess of Wales as well. It's a Princess of Wales day today, just by the way. That's what we're focusing on today. And it will become clearer in the next reading why I say that. So how is this woman and her mental health? Well, we've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. That's the royal family card. That's money as well, but it's status in the royal family, and it's in reverse. Meghan can't deal with the fact that she couldn't out-royal the Princess of Wales. She thought that she would arrive in the royal family. She was much more sophisticated. She'd had a sort of a D-list career as an actress. She believed that she was far more intelligent than the Princess of Wales, and she'd be far more popular, that she was far sexier and far more stylish and all of that stuff. Can't believe that after all this time, Meghan is out, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and the Princess of Wales is still in. And ironically, the Princess of Wales is now much more popular than she was when Meghan Markle first arrived on the scene. So all Meghan's efforts to overshadow her and undermine her and sabotage her and blame her and defame her on Oprah and in that silly book that Scooby-Doo wrote, all of that has had the reverse effect, and it has in fact enhanced the Princess of Wales's reputation. And Meghan is now the one who doesn't have status in the royal family, doesn't have any future in the royal family, because that card is in the reverse. It is future oriented, the Ten of Pentacles. It's making sure that your line gets passed down, you have money to pass down the generations, your future is secure. Meghan's future is not secure at all. So yes, definitely there is resentment. Resentment's a very mild word for the kind of energy that's steaming and smoking off that card for me as an energy reader. How about the financial future? How desperate is Meghan financially to be resorting to these kinds of measures? Because it does look pitiful, really, for someone who was once a working member of the royal family to be merching children's clothes, not even clothes that her children have worn, but clothes that her biggest rival has worn. It's desperate stuff. So how desperate is she financially? I've got the Five of Wands. She's found herself. It's the competition card. It's a kind of a conflict, but it's more of a dog-eat-dog, climbing the greasy pole kind of energy. The Five of Wands. Meghan has found herself in an overtraded arena, in my opinion. Going on Instagram, trying to be an influencer. Every second person now is an influencer. And Meghan Markle is old school. She doesn't really know how to do it. She hasn't kept up with things. There are all kinds of pretty young things out there, including some pretty young royals who are doing very well as influencers. Very, very well. Meghan really doesn't have anything to offer. She's old. She's out of touch. She doesn't have much in the way of style or taste. This is my opinion. And she's scrapping now for crumbs at the bottom of the greasy pole. She has slid all the way back down, and now it's a fight for survival. That's what that Five of Wands is telling me. It's not telling me broke, but it's telling me that there's a bit of a panic on because of the competition. So, how do the Waleses feel about this? I'm sure they're aware. I'm sure they have been informed if they haven't looked directly. Prince William, first of all. How angry is he? Maybe he's indifferent. Maybe he's just like, ah, well, there she goes again. The Magician. I've got the Magician for him. Magician is, of course, manifesting. And so it's seeing what she's doing as manifesting. And basically pretending. And basically using everything that she's got to try and advance herself. That's what the Magician does. He has all at his disposal and he uses it all to create something, to manifest something, to make something out of nothing. Very canny, very manipulative, and William sees it. He sees her machinations with that Magician card. It's not giving me his response. I'm going to ask that in the last column, what he's actually going to do about it. But it tells me that he sees what she's up to and how cunning and how manipulative she is being. Whether she wants to provoke a response from the royal, some people are speculating that this is why she's doing it, because she hates being grey-rocked, hates being ignored, and so thinking she can press this button using the Wales children and get some kind of rise from Prince William. He sees it, he understands it, he knows exactly what games she's playing. Magician. How about the Princess of Wales? Is she upset? Is she creeped out? What's going on with her? Hanged Man. It's torture for her. This is torture for her. It's interesting, we've got major arcana for both of them. And for her, it's like a punishment. Like, here I go again. I've got to hang in space while this goes on and there's nothing I can do. I can't react to it. She knows she can't react to it. I'm sure it's been absolutely drilled into the royals. Don't react. Don't say anything. Don't show any emotion. Don't show anything at all. Just ignore it. But that's the Hanged Man. That's limbo. That's feeling like you are being sacrificed at some level. Because again, we find Catherine in the situation of being the one who's being picked out, picked upon. Sorry, that's the right expression. The rest of them, oh well. But the Princess of Wales is the one that's getting it in the neck all the time from Meghan and Harry. But mostly Meghan, and that's the Hanged Man. She's feeling it. And this energy has been consistent over a long period of time. Why am I the one that's being singled out? Why can't I defend myself? Why do I just have to dangle here waiting for something to change? Very unfortunate and uncomfortable energy. The Hanged Man. It's a suffering energy. Pisces is the card of suffering, the house of the sign of suffering in tarot, and she's suffering. How about the Brands? How keen are they to be associated with Meghan Markle? Are they rubbing their hands with glee, thinking, oh hooray, this is going to do so well? And I've got the Four of Cups in reverse. I think they'd rather not. And if they could say no to this, they would. But of course, they wouldn't have been asked. It just suddenly landed on Instagram. Because the Four of Cups upright is the rejection card. You can see literally the cup being dropped down. Don't want it. I'm apathetic. I'm indifferent. I'm not falling for it. It's in reverse. And I think that tells me that they really, if they were able to, they would decline. They would say, we're not interested. Like Dior came out very directly and said, no. We've never been in discussions with Meghan Markle about being a brand ambassador, and we have no intention of doing that. Some of the brands that she relentlessly wears, like Carolina Herrera, they must be just dying inside at what she does to their designs. But this tells me that if they could say no, they would say no. It's awkward. That's why it's in reverse. How is this little edit going to do? This children's one. Are people actually going to buy the stuff? We got the Ace of Swords. That's quite a powerful yes kind of energy of, I think people will be interested, piqued their curiosity. That's what that Ace of Swords is telling me, that they're going to follow the message. Ace of Swords is messaging. It's very direct messaging. And they might, out of curiosity, go and click. I'm not getting huge sales, but I'm getting huge interest. That people who otherwise wouldn't have noticed Meghan, wouldn't have known that she was even on this Shop My thing on Instagram, they wouldn't have known, but now they do know, and so they're going to follow the trail just to see. That's how I think it's going to go. But let's ask, final column, how is her overall experience on Shop My going to go? We keep asking this question. Is it going to do sensationally well for Meghan, make her tons of money, or is it just going to be bleh? Basically, what's going to happen? We've got the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is a breakthrough kind of an energy. It's an accelerating energy. So it might start to gain momentum. It might start to take off. With this, I hate to say, but this might be something that gains her a wider audience. And I say that because of this Ace of Swords. And get eyes on it. It's not a money card, again. But if it's had a slow to sluggish start, then it's going to gain traction with this edit, I think, and it's going to do better. Certainly, she's going to post more and more because it's a social media card, that 8 of Wands. It's about communication. As you can see, the bird flying there with a message in its beak. And so we're going to get more and more. Foster and foster. I think she's going to just load more and more stuff on, and it might get more and more creepy and more royal adjacent, because that's all she's got. Nobody cared about her wedding makeup. I mean, what wedding makeup? She looked dreadful, in my opinion, on her wedding. The raggedy hair, the too big wedding dress, and the makeup that anyone could have slapped on in 5 minutes. The sort of basic makeup that you stick on your face before you go out to do, you know, your errands. Nothing fancier than that. That's my very strident opinion about her wedding look. So who wants to buy that makeup, especially from that awful crying makeup artist? Anyway, that's a little rant. Seem to be having more and more of them lately. What about Prince William? Is he getting ready to shut this whole show down? Or is it not possible? What's going on with Prince William? I've got the 3 of Cups in reverse, and it does look like he might silence the whole thing. Party card when it's upright. Having fun, celebrating, hanging out with your mates. And Meghan sure is hanging out with her mates, because she's hung out with all her mates on that silly Netflix show. And she's hung out with more of them on the even more silly podcast. There was another one today where she told us yet again about her miscarriage, and I can't even be bothered to read on that miscarriage because it makes me so angry. Another rant could be inserted here, but I won't. For all women who have actually gone through those things, rant inserted. Insert your own rant. But it looks like William could stop the celebration in its tracks with the 3 of Cups in reverse and make her not have so much to be pleased about, but it's not really giving me direct, it's going to happen right now energy. Maybe a lawyer's letter that goes along and says, stop it now, stop using my kids, stop doing this now. Although it's tricky because she's not really, but she is very sneaky, very clever. She's very cunning. I wouldn't say she's clever, but she's cunning and manipulative, and he sees it. So there could be that kind of messaging going along. You want to keep your titles, you stay away from my children. That kind of message could be sent through the channels, whatever channels there are, to Montecito. That takes all the fun out of this. That's my thinking anyway. Time to get rid of that devil, my opinion. That's the reading, and thank you for watching, and see you again in the next one.